Crocheting isn't just a cold weather hobby, it's perfect for summer too. And today I'm going to show you not only how to combine crocheting and weaving to make a tartan pattern plaid that you can adapt to any pattern, but also how to use it to update your outdoor throw pillows with this perfect summer plaid. Hi, I'm Ashley Thompson, and I'm still here spending my summer dreaming up the perfect summer crochet projects. Even though I live in South Dakota where our summers are never long enough, I am obsessed with outdoor living and turning our outdoor space into a well-curated and designed space. And this summer, my exterior design style is all about DIY. Plaids have long been my go-to around the Christmas holiday. A great tartan plaid is classic, but by layering it with other patterns, sometimes even a clashing pattern, you can give plaid a fresh facelift in your decor from year to year. But recently, I started thinking, there has to be room for plaid in my summer decor too. Enter this perfect vibrant hued summer plaid. One thing I love about creating these crocheted woven plaids is that they look complicated and difficult. And you know I'm all about tackling the most daunting projects. But in all reality, this is a ridiculously easy design to create. This pattern is nothing but a plain double crochet and a chain stitch to create an open grid. And then you simply weave the same colors of yarn back through the open grid to create the plaid effect. You can do it on any project with any colors and in any variation of plaid. I'm going to show you up close how I created this plaid, but first, do you love to make everything better by DIYing it like I do? Then take a second right now and click on that subscribe button. I bring new tutorials to my channel every week. Lately, I've been on a crocheted fashion and decor binge, but I think you're going to like everything I put out here. For today's project, I'm using 3 different color skeins of 100% cotton yarn. I'm using the colors Beach Glass and Hot Blue from Lily's Sugar and Cream, and I'm using this bright green from I Love Cotton Yarn. Normally, I don't switch between brands within a project if I can help it, just to avoid any size or weight discrepancies. But with the open weave, this project really isn't affected by using 2 brands. You also need a size H crochet hook and a pillow or a pillow form. I'm upcycling an outdoor pillow that I think was looking kind of old and dingy by just adding this pattern to the top, but you can do this however you like. Now, of course, you can do your plaid in a variety of different designs. I'm doing 5 rows of the hot blue, 2 rows of the beach glass, 1 row of hot blue, 1 row of bright green, blue, green, blue, 4 rows of beach glass, blue, green, blue, green, blue, 2 rows of beach glass, and then 5 more rows of my hot blue. So my pattern from here to here is just replicated as I go back down. And then when I start adding in the weavings, I'm going to do it in the same pattern. 5 rows of the hot blue, 2 of the beach glass, blue, green, blue, green, blue, 4 beach glass, 1, 2, 3, 4, blue, green, blue, green, blue, 2 beach glass, and then 5 blue again. So I've grabbed this old outdoor pillow from outside. It's dingy and a little bit stained. I've had it forever, but I'm gonna make a super cute plaid cover to go over it. So I've taken this 100% cotton yarn in this nice vibrant blue and chained 56 to start with. And I just chained and measured it against my pillow as I went until I got it to be the right size, knowing that as I go it's going to get a little bit stretched and I want it to fit nice and snugly. So this pillow is a 16-inch by 16-inch pillow, and I'm crocheting 56 chains to start, but measure out whatever pillow you're doing and adjust it from there. You do want to make sure that the chain starts with an even number. Outside of that, you can do it as long as you want. Now this pattern is made of a double crochet, but it's an open weave double crochet. And so normally I would start with a chain of 2 to start this pattern, but I'm going to chain my original 2 that I always do, and then a 3rd one to start creating that open weave. And then normally I'd go into that very first chain there, but again, that's why I have the open weave. So I'm going to yarn over, skip the very first loop, and then do a double crochet into my 2nd chain. and that's creating a little bit of a gap there. We need these gaps when we're done to make this actually plaid. Now after that double crochet, I'm going to chain 1, skip the next chain, and do a double crochet in the following one. Chain 1, skip 1, and then double crochet. I'm going to go all the way across doing this. Chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet into the next stitch until I get to the end. And then I'm simply going to turn my work and start the same way. Chain 3 in that first one, skip a stitch, and then I will be double crocheting into this double crochet from the row below. So it's a little bit tricky sometimes to find in this chain, you know, which one to skip and which one to go to next, but once you get this first row done, it becomes a super easy pattern because you're always going into that double crochet from the row below. And go ahead and take a screenshot of this to remember the order of my colors, or head over to my website at aloeplum.com to get a full written tutorial. Now that the crocheting portion of my project is complete, it's time to weave my yarn through the open grid to create the plaid. I'm going to start in the middle of my pillow and use 4 strands of each color in the same order to weave through the open grid I created. I have cut my strands of yarn to be 32 inches long, which is twice the height of my pillow. I just want to make sure I have plenty of room to make my fringe at the end. And I'll continue in the same order of the colors as I crochet them along my entire pillow. Of course, you can see that I am going under one post in one row and then over that same post in the next row so that it alternates which is on top from row to row. And you can really start to see the plaid coming through as you start to get farther along in your weaving. And the last step of my project is to adhere my plaid piece to my throw pillow. Since I'm using an old pillow, I don't have to worry about the back side at all, and I'm simply just going to use a needle and thread and hand stitch around all the edges. I'm going to start on the 2 sides of my pillow that don't have any of the loose ends pulled through, and then once they are secured, I'm going to sew the other 2 sides down, the ones with my tassel edges. And as I go, I'm just going to pull on them and make sure they're nice and tight. And then as I stitch these 2 sides down that have the tasseled fringe on it, I'm just going to use my needle and thread and kind of wrap it around each of these tassels as I go to secure them even more. Just trim up the tassel edges and you're done. This pillow is a fun and vibrant addition to my outdoor living space, and I can't wait to coordinate it with more crochet designs. Which, by the way, is why you need to make sure you don't miss out on any of those tutorials by subscribing to my channel. If you like this tutorial today, then make sure you like the video too, and I'll be back soon with another tutorial. Now, what else should I make in a crocheted woven plaid? If you have any ideas of what I should make next, drop me a comment below.